Hi guys, it's Sebastian with Looking, Feeling, Smelling Great. I'm back with another video for you today. Today we're going to go ahead and review the brand new Gucci Guilty Absolute. And if you stick around till the end of the video, you'll have a chance at winning one of two 10ml decants of Gucci Guilty Absolute. So please stay tuned. Gucci Guilty Absolute. Look at how beautiful this bottle is. I really got excited when I saw a photo of it, and I was anticipating the release of this scent, and it's finally out, and in my hands the bottle looks beautiful, and that's what attracted me to the fragrance. But I was really kind of hesitant about the actual scent in it because I have not bought a Gucci fragrance for quite some time. I did buy Gucci Pour Homme 2, although that one I bought after the hype around that fragrance had died. But like any new releases from the brand, I had not bought since Gucci Rush back in 2002. I wore two bottles of Gucci Rush, and I really loved it. It was a kind of a woody cedar style fragrance. And then of course I also wore a few bottles of Gucci Envy, which was a really beautiful oriental with sandalwood and ginger. But everything else I've kind of dismissed from the line up until now. They've gone really sexy with this one. And let's go ahead and find out a little bit about the scent. So this is a flanker to the original Gucci Guilty, which I don't know when it came out, but I'm sure it's been about 4 or 5 years. I could be wrong about that. But this just came out. It's a 2017 release. It's an oriental woody. It's an eau de parfum. And the nose behind it is Alberto Moria. He's very well known in the fragrance world. He's created so many fragrances, but I kind of have been shying away from his releases because he tended to do more aquatics. So I was a little scared about this one. So the fragrance comes in 3 sizes: a 50ml for $78, a 90ml for $99, and a 150ml for $125. And this is 150ml. So you get more juice for less money if you do the math and so forth. So the better value is the 150ml bottle. So the notes we have in here are vetiver, love it; leather, love it; cypress, woody notes; and patchouli. That's what's going on here. So first of all, if you don't like vetiver, you're probably not going to like this one, and if you don't like leather, you're not going to like it. And hopefully you like both of those, or at least one of them, to give this one a try. It's a very woody, very dry, very classy, sexy scent. And I'm actually really surprised at how great this is, because I have dismissed the previous ones in this line of fragrances in the Gucci Guilty line. So the problem was, it was a blind buy. I picked it up at the Gucci boutique, and they didn't have anything about it. They didn't know anything about it. I was like, look, it's on your website, you've got to have it. So they went and found it in the stock room, and they brought it up. No tester to be found. And I'm like, look, I want to smell it because I don't want to go home and not liking it. And I said, do you have a return policy? No returns if it's open. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to go ahead and take a chance. And I'm glad I bought it because it is a really nice release from Gucci. And I'm happy that this is finally turning around for them a little bit, and they put a little thought into it and created something really cool as a designer release. But here's the problem. It's not a groundbreaking release. It's really good, but this has been done before. I mean, I've smelled this before, and unfortunately it falls flat that way. But if you've never smelled it, I think it's a great scent. So I think I've smelled it as a niche fragrance, because it does have some niche qualities. And I'll go ahead and spray it a little bit. It does spray pretty nicely. It's really like a big cloud. And again, the bottle is the best thing about it. Here's the box. The box is pretty classy. They don't have white in here. That's kind of a pet peeve of mine. If they don't make white interior, it means it's gotten a little more thought put into it. So the packaging is really important for me. And they did put a little thought into it and made it the same color as the box. And then I did say it is an eau de parfum, which is I guess kind of they're starting to do that with men's releases, even though men kind of don't know much about the whole eau de parfum versus eau de toilette kind of thing. I think a lot of men are kind of turning on to the fact that there are differences in concentrations of the fragrance and so on. So I like that about this. And of course that bottle, just this bottle is really beautiful. So what happens is it's identical on both sides. So there's a weird kind of effect when you're turning it around. So you can see the writing here, but I can also see it from here, and it's a little larger than the actual one that's facing me the closest, if that makes sense. So that's kind of a unique thing for the bottle. And the whole clear bottle, just really, really beautiful. It reminds me of a vintage flask, like a whiskey bottle flask kind of thing. And that's why I wanted to bring this one to kind of, you know, tell you or show to you that how it kind of reminds me of something that maybe perhaps 100 years ago or 90 years ago, I would have had a bottle like this in my little coat jacket, and I pull it out and, you know, take a swig of it if I wanted a little buzz or something. So I like that about it. It just kind of adds this masculine touch. But going back to the scent, it is a very masculine scent. So it's got classiness, it's got sophistication, and it makes me want to think about what would, or anticipate about what would Gucci be releasing in the future. Because as I said, I was not really into the previous releases. I mean, they were okay, they just weren't like, wow. Not like Gucci Envy and Gucci Rush or the original Gucci Pour Homme back in the day. But this one is definitely something to be talked about, and I think there will be a following, but perhaps it might not be that hyped because it is, after all, a vetiver, and there's a lot of folks that don't like vetiver, and I'm not one of those people because vetiver is one of my favorite notes. And combined here with the leather, it has a little bit of an animalic touch to it, which makes it a little unique and a little more interesting than your typical everyday designer release that you would have to go pick up from Macy's or something. So those are the things I like about it, and it is very classy. I think it's very formal wear type of scent. Even though the bottle doesn't scream formal wear, I think the scent itself is very formal, very masculine, and I think the ladies that might dig or enjoy vetiver scents might dig this because of the leather in here softens up the dry woodiness of the vetiver. So I think ladies would be able to wear this one, even though it's very masculine, if that makes sense. So it's very cold, it's very dry, and wearing it, the cloud is big upon initial spray, so the sillage is really big. Projection is not that big. It's a moderate, actually, and it goes away pretty fast. Even the sillage kind of disappears after the initial spray. So I opened it up in the store, in the Gucci store, because the associate hadn't even smelled it yet. So we smelled it in the store, and she was like, "No, that's too many sprays." I sprayed like 5 sprays in the store, and while I was waiting for her, I was smelling everything else they had there. I just kind of re-experiencing the Gucci scents because, like I said, I hadn't tried them for a long time. So she was a little taken aback by how strong this was for her, but I don't think it's that strong of a fragrance. Once you get past the first half hour to an hour, it becomes closer to the skin. And that's why it makes it more of a scent to wear, like a work type of thing. But I do say it's classy and sophisticated and all that kind of stuff. So it's a good evening formal wear kind of scent, but you can also get away with it at work because it's masculine. It's a masculine scent. There you have it, a Gucci Guilty Absolute. It's brand new, great looking bottle, great scent, not groundbreaking. It's been done before. I have smelled this, like I said before. But for a designer, it's pretty unique, so it stands out. Oh, another thing I want to mention, those of you that are fans of Lalique's Encre Noire would definitely dig this one. So if you've already sampled Encre Noire, check this one out because it is, after all, a vetiver, like I said. Vetiver and leather together. Those are the 2 dominant notes, and you definitely pick those up when you're wearing it. The other thing I want to also mention about Gucci Guilty Absolute, it does have a boozy element, so I think the combination of the vetiver and the leather kind of come off a little boozy. I don't know if it's maybe because I'm spraying it out of this bottle and it reminds me of a whiskey bottle, but it does have this booziness to it. So that's also a unique thing here as well. So Very unique scent for a designer. I'm glad Gucci did this. I think it's a winner, and you should definitely check it out. I'll have a link for it. You can pick up a bottle, or you can also pick up samples or decants if you want. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I am doing 2 10 ml decants of this one. So now's your chance to try it out. And they are 10 ml decants, so those are going to last you a while. Good enough wearings. I think the 10 ml should last you about 25 to 30 days, depending on how many sprays you do. But all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed to this channel, like this video, and put a comment down as to why you want to win this and what is your favorite vetiver fragrance up until Gucci Guilty Absolute. Make sure you also list your state, because I'm only doing this for the USA residents. And in 3 to 5 days, we'll run the randomizer and we'll pick 2 lucky subscribers to win a 10 ml decant of the Gucci Guilty Absolute. All right, guys, let me know what you think about this fragrance. Have you sampled it yet? Are you interested? Are you curious? Are you a fan of the line of Gucci Guilty fragrances or Gucci overall? Let me know your thoughts. Please put down anything that you want to write so that we can get a conversation started. Also, please like this video, please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out on future videos and giveaways. And I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.